Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're trying to cut through some of the noise around, consumer transparency.
Especially in the health and wellness space. It's a minefield.
It really is. So, we're analyzing a review, a very specific one. It looks at the legitimacy of websites selling GLP-1 patches for weight loss.
Right.
And the one in our source is called Cleraluxe Patches Australia. But here's the thing. Our mission isn't to look at the patch.
No, not at all.
It's to dissect the system that reviewed the website and basically couldn't make up its mind if it was a scam or legit.
And before we get into that, especially because we're talking about a weight loss product, I have to say this clearly.
Of course.
This is educational commentary and not medical advice.
Okay, let's unpack this. So when you're looking for a product, you often search for an honest review.
Right.
But what does an honest review actually look for? I mean, what technical things should it check to see if a site like this is legit?
Well, that's what's so fascinating here. The methodology in this review,
Yeah.
it focused completely on the technical side.
Technical transparency.
Exactly. The structural integrity of the retailer,
Yeah.
not the scientific efficacy of the product.
So it's not checking if the patches work, but if the website is just a well-built store.
Precisely. These are like the minimum checks you'd run to catch those fly-by-night
Yeah.
operations, the ones that pop up, sell a bunch, and then just vanish to avoid any kind of legal accountability.
The source material said this review was incredibly thorough. It claimed to have looked at 40 different technical elements.
40, yeah.
I mean, that sounds really robust, but what are we actually talking about? What kind of data points?
We're talking about things like domain registration details.
Okay.
Is the owner hiding behind a privacy shield? Because if they are, that's a huge red flag for legal recourse down the line.
Right.
It's also looking at the website hosting location, the tech it's built on, and even how popular the site is.
Wait, the technology, why does that matter?
Well, checking the foundational tech tells you if the site is built on some, quick and easy template that's simple to tear down.
Versus a more complex custom operation.
Exactly. A custom build usually implies a longer-term financial investment. It's not something you just throw away.
That makes sense. A solid, technically sound website. It signals a certain level of professionalism. And based on those checks, the hosting, the review, gave it a trust score.
It did. It was noted as good.
A good trust score.
Yep. The system essentially said, technically, this store is sound, which, if we look at the bigger picture, probably means your credit card data is safe.
And that the site won't just disappear tomorrow.
Right. But, and this is where it gets really interesting, automated systems are often programmed to conflate that technical reliability with product quality.
But wait a minute. If the automated check finds all these solid technical metrics, doesn't that just mean the site could be, more professionally deceptive?
That's a fantastic point.
A solid backend could just mean it's a large-scale operation, not some small-time retailer.
You're hitting on this idea of modern digital camouflage. The more sophisticated operations, they invest a lot of money in looking technically legitimate.
Okay, so where did it all fall apart for the reviewer?
This is the failure point. Despite running all 40 checks and despite giving it that good trust score,
Yeah.
the source's final statement was a complete contradiction. It literally concluded the website appeared to be a scam or legit website.
A scam or legit website. It said both.
Both. And then it recommended that consumers need to do their own manual research to make the final call.
I find that fascinating. A machine checks 40 specific data points and still just throws its hands up and says, I don't know.
Exactly.
That ambiguity saying it's both or neither, it really shows the limits of just using an automated score.
It highlights the absolute limitation for you, the consumer. An automated system can analyze structural stability, sure, but it can't assess efficacy. It can't assess the scientific context of a weight loss claim.
So that final contradiction, it's proof.
It proves that the technical analysis ends right where the critical, scientific thinking has to begin.
So when we boil it all down, what does this all mean? We've looked at this critical difference between analyzing a website's tech, like its hosting, and assessing the actual science behind what it sells.
They're two different things.
Right. Transparency needs both, but they're for two very different purposes.
Yeah, and this raises, I think, a really important question for you, the listener. When you're faced with a product marketed for weight loss, how important is it to understand the science behind the claim versus just trusting a website's technical good score?
It's a tough balance.
It is. But you must always, always prioritize that scientific context in your own critical thinking over these automated legitimacy assessments. That's how you make an informed choice.